Beaches Crypto. We ride the waves of the crypto market to the motherfucking moon. Surfboard line, charts on deck. Crypto tides got no respect. Pullbacks hit like a lunar slap, but we catch that wick with a fib and a trap. Stars above, sand below. Charts lit up like a rocket show. No shills, no noise, just price and face. At the risk, hit play, levitate. We ride the waves, ride the waves. Crypto ties through the heat and haze. Rock to the moon, past the stars. Chart that zone, we know who we are. Wave game deep, no cap, no fakes. Stacking truth while the system breaks. Wave ride the waves, yeah, that's the call. One good setup, we risk it all. Phones on my skin, stars in view. Lunar tide, got the alpha crew. No guessing games, no tick-tock tricks. Just clean PA and candlestick flips. Anchor the V-dub, use that line. Stochastic twitch, that entry's mine. From sea to space, from dusk to noon. We ride the wave, you chase the moon. We ride the waves, ride the waves. Crypto ties through the heat and haze. Rock to the moon, past the stars. Chart that zone, we know who we are. Wave gang deep, no cap, no fakes. Stacking truth while the system breaks. Wave ride the waves, yeah, that's the call. One good setup, we risk it all. We ride the waves of the crypto market to the moon. Surfboard mind, charts on deck. Crypto ties got no respect. Pullbacks hit like a lunar slap, but we catch that wick with a fib and a trap. Stars above, sand below. Charts lit up like a rocket show. No shills, no noise, just price and face. At the risk, hit play, levitate. We ride the waves of the crypto market to the moon.
Whoa, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. I'm your host, David, LBC, Lunar Beaches, all those good fun names. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. This evening, going to be going over some Bitcoin dominance. Going to be going over Bitcoin. Going to be going over a trade that I entered today that went wrong. Going to break it down. Going to understand what I got right, what I got wrong. And yeah, we're going to learn. 2 viewers. Where is everybody? Nobody knows that I'm on at this time now. Everybody thinks I'm on an hour later. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Jesus Saves in the house, and Alexandra GGGGG, as always, in the house, coming to you live. You're my only 2 viewers, but I appreciate you, no matter what. I will remember who showed up and who didn't. Thank you for being here. So yeah, a little bit of a boring day for you are everybody. That's right. A little bit of a boring day for the markets. I could have made a couple of moves. I'll get into those. People aren't paying attention. Yeah, they never do. I'll get into that. Go over what I got right and what I could have done better, and what could be done now moving forward. So, first of all, let's just go over to the chart. Here we go. So here's the Bitcoin chart. I want to go over the trade that I took today that I ended up cutting. I actually cut it before it took me out in my stop loss. So the reason why I took the trade, first of all, was, let's back this up real quick. The reason why I took the trade was I had bearish order block. Okay, had my bearish order block. We got a rejection off of that order block, okay? And we actually closed lower than the previous candle, okay? On the 1 hour. Drop down to the 5 minute. What happened during that drop? We created a fair value gap. Now, I saw the fair value gap and I said, all right, we got a fair value gap. We broke an internal low as such. I'm going to set an alert here and I'm going to take a short from here, put my stop loss just above the highs and run it down to the lows. And I thought, okay, we have some relatively equal lows. We've got some liquidity down here we can come down into. Looks great. Went up and went against me. Now, I told you I closed the trade before it actually stopped me out because I saw the candle, this 5 minute candle, close above the fair value gap. Once it did that, I closed the short. And then it went on to move even higher. And now we're getting close to taking out this low because that's how things go. Now, what could I have done differently? So, trade intuition. What's going on, bro? I see you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Melissa, she made it. What's going on, Melissa? Thank you for being here. One love in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Bingo and a bango. Thank you guys for being here. Good vibes only. Thank you, LBC, for providing your thought process, not only on your wins, but most importantly on the losses. Nice work, my friend. Thank you. So, it does, because it is kind of an excuse, it's not an excuse for why I lost, okay? So I just want to preface it with that, T.I. Joe, okay? Before I go into this bit. This is why it is very difficult to day trade when you're at work. I see the fair value gap. I don't have time to look over here, over here. I'm just thinking fair value gap, broke the low. That hits rules. Okay, we're going to get a pullback because of this fair value gap. I think we're going to get a pullback. If we get the pullback, I set my alert right there. My alert went off. I look at the chart. I hit sell, set my stop loss above the high, take profit below. First take profit, of course, is the first low. Second take profit is the next low. Then it went against me. It happens. And in hindsight is 2020, of course. And to be quite frank, I wish I would have taken just one more minute to look at things because I would have seen the equal highs and a bounce off of the New York Open. And honestly, after I entered the trade, I saw the bounce and the equal highs. And as I'm in the trade and it's pushing lower, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Especially once it starts to consolidate right here, right on top of another fair value gap. It's like, it's going to go for those equal highs. And that's what it did. But I held on to it because I had conviction in the short that it was going to play out. But it didn't. So it's a little bit after the fact. I was like, well, you never know. I could be right. I could still be right. It still followed a few rules, but oh well. So that's my bad. I shared that trade in the Discord, and that's why. It's one reason why I don't provide signals is most of the time, because I don't want to I don't want to miss stuff like that, because it's so easy to miss stuff. And but we also have these equal lows down here, so that's kind of like, all right, we got to come back down here, right? Well, it decided to go up first to grab more liquidity from this high time frame bearish zone twice. Well, really 3 times total. Once, twice, 3 times. And now we can push down probably into the low side liquidity. We do have the previous daily low down here, so I've got a feeling we're going to come down and at least sweep that. That's what I'll be looking for. It might even happen overnight, unfortunately, but we do have some equal lows. There is a low over here, but we have these equal lows here and the previous daily low over here. So, yep. Let's see. What did T.I. Joe say? What did you say? I was wondering if he would say something. Sounds like an excuse. Oh, man. No, I thanked him for calling me out earlier, because I was like, in hindsight, I saw the equal lows and all this, and I should have, no, there's no shoulda, woulda, coulda. You did it, and it is what it is. Move on. It's like, fair enough. Okay. No, but that's perfect. That's the perfect mindset. It didn't play out. Look for the next one. And I couldn't find the next one. Honestly, if you go down to the 1 minute, I do believe that yeah. So we actually came up here, we pushed down, we created this fair value gap. Now, I probably wouldn't have taken this because it didn't take out this low or this low. But once this took out this low right here, okay, now I'm looking for these fair value gaps in here and potentially entering a short. But I missed that one because work, and I didn't have time to look at the charts. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. That's trading in a nutshell. You win some, you lose some. But if you don't have time for intraday trades, like you can't just look at the chart, I recommend not trading. Don't do like me and degen, as BC Port Corp said in the chat. He said LBC's degening. I'm like, I'm not degening. It's kind of a degen when you can't even watch the charts. Just a little bit. So potential demand zone down here. We've been looking at this one. I believe we have a fair value gap. That's going to be, no, yeah. Move this right here. Gonna type it. Oh, he's given, uh-oh. You think Bitcoin has been in an ascending bearish channel all day? Kind of. But it's more of like a megaphone. Love the thought process explaining what happened with the trade. This is why I love recording my thought process and updating my thought process on what happens versus what I thought might happen. Yes. Recording my thought process and updating my thought process on what happened. Yep. And that's the thing. Like, I wanted to, like, it's not me giving an excuse for me. To me, it's me breaking down why I did what I did and trying to find what I could have done differently. And if I could have done anything, sometimes like you said in your stream today, Joe, that sometimes it just goes against you, man. That's just how it goes. It's trading. If you can't handle that, you can't trade. Sometimes you're going to go, even the best traders go on losing streaks. That's why the best traders will tell you all the time, everything's about risk management. Don't risk more. The 2% rule, don't risk more than 2% of your portfolio per trade. And that's it. You do that and you'll be doing pretty well. Can someone type the times of London, Asia? Type the times of like the sessions? I'm sure someone can. Everybody else, do you guys like it when people have music on in the background during the streams? Let me know in the chat, and I will turn stuff on. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. I would say, yeah, I mean, a bearish megaphone pattern, probably. I'm not a big pattern trader per se. However, I have used them and I've got no problem with them if you know what you're doing, which is pretty key. Yep. So that goes below. Let me go ahead and pull a fib from low to high. Oh, not that fib. Standard. There we go. Okay, so a measured move will get you down to the 786 at 112,670, which we do have. If I flip this here, do have a bullish order block right there. I mean, this candle right here is bullish order block. So we could see price come down into there and then kind of continue to form a little bit of a base in here for Bitcoin. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring up Bitcoin dominance is because Bitcoin dominance continued, or let's back it up. There we go. It pushed lower today. So we came down, it got a little bit of a retrace, and now it started to push low again, lower. So what I want to do is go over to, let's do, let's Bybit spot. There's like 500 something coins on here. So the day's already changed, so that might mess it up. Because all the altcoins are going to be in the red now. Yeah. But what moved up today? Let's see. Ethereum moved up today. I said last night that I thought it was going to continue moving to the upside. That's what it did. Broke above this level here, 1 hour. Let's see. Yeah, so broke above this order block, using it as support. Now this could still come down here because we do have an imbalance in this candle right here on this 1 hour. Yeah, we've got a 1 hour fair value gap right here. So a little tip for people that use fair value gaps or like to use fair value gaps or want to learn to use how to use fair value gaps. A little bit of tip. Let's go to the Binance charts, a clean chart maybe. Remove. Get rid of this stuff. Get rid of that. Okay. So once I see a break, like a strong break like this, and we create a fair value gap, but you see the push to the upside, you see how you have like, it's kind of like a bunch of broken candles, sometimes broken fair value gaps, like multiple fair value gaps. If you see multiple fair value gaps, start climbing up time frames until you get to one solid fair value gap. See, this one's much more solid. I like that one. 4 hour. 4 hour. And I really just want a 3 candle move for the most part. Oh, there's one right down here at 35.41, 35.23. There's another one down here. Look at that. That's on the 8 hour, 12 hour. 12 hours got one down here. Now we do have an inversion fair value gap on the 12 hour. So that's where price breaks through a previous fair value gap and it creates a fair value gap of its own. Discord. Fair value gaps. Thank you, Alexander G. Mod boss, mod queen, mod god. I don't even think I said that at the beginning. All right, so this candle closed, this 12-hour candle closed, and then we got, so that created this level right here, this fair value gap. Push this over, we can see that this level has been used before as previous support, break through, come back up to it, resistance, break down, push up, use as support, push off of it. So we know that there's demand at this level here. Now let's see, let's pull up a fib, let's go from high to low, gotten up to the golden pocket, and now we look for potential pullback. 50% pullback would get us right to that level. I would watch that 382 first, maybe potentially get a bounce off of that. 382 tends to be a nice strong level, so we'll see if it can get a bounce off of that. If it doesn't, I would expect it to come down to the 50% retracement, and then I would expect continued upside, because I am still high time frame bullish. It's going to, because of ETH's big move, this is going to be the low that invalidates any bullish momentum. This previous low right here at $2,119. Break that, bull market's over. Really, we don't want to break. I mean, we can break the low that we just put in because this low still holds. Just turn the fluid trades on so we can see some zigzags in here. All right, drop down 12-hour. There we go. So yeah, that's going to be my low, my not really line in the sand, but as far as bull market end, you know, the bull market's over type deal. But definitely, if we break that low, we're going to be correcting. I mean, you got to think from off the highs, you're looking at a 45% drop, 46%. So that would be very bad news bears. I don't think that would be good. It would not be healthy for the bull market at all. But right now, I think we are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially. Or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you do have that. 1, 2, 3. This is a pretty steep deal here. 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's why I'm counting it out. So I'm trying to see if this has more downside to go. If this is wrapped up, this wave 3 in here, but you can't see it now. Let's go back to the 12. So this wave 3 right here, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. That's a possibility. Definitely a possibility. So we could be, I mean, obviously this would be wave 4 of the 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if this move has finished, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, then we could be looking at an ABC correction before continuing to the upside. I don't know, but if Bitcoin gets that pullback, then everything else is likely to get that pullback. We'll see. I hate ETH with a passion. Like I can't stand ETH's chart ever. But you know, what about the weekly? David, you're in confluence with OC guy. Oh yeah, good deal. I love being in Confluence with OC guy. The weekly, I think, looks pretty good. Hold on, get rid of this stuff. Weekly chart. I've been talking about these equal highs over here for quite some time, basically since they got put in. And that's where I've been thinking we're going to be heading for quite some time now. I didn't think we'd get a pullback this low, but I did think that once we came down here and started to get this push up, I was like, yep, we're gunning for those equal highs. Doesn't matter the time frame, equal highs, equal lows, they love to get taken out. So always look for equal highs and equal lows, because that is inducement. That is where liquidity is going to reside. Sorry for moving the chart so much. Yes, Litecoin did take off today. Delta Chai, what's going on? Delta Chai, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, bro, how have you been? Are you talking to me? Been doing well, thank you. Maybe a Band-Aid, what's going on? How y'all doing? Kelly, LBC's video, fair value gaps, thank you. Where do you learn about equal highs and lows? From what do you need to know? I'm right here. Where do you learn about equal highs and equal lows? My Discord. Join the Discord. Alexander G will put a link in the chat for me, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Alexander G, in advance. What'd you say? When I have a losing streak, I stop trading because I am normally spot on and sometimes totally way off. But when I lose more than winning, that tells me the market is changing, so I stop. There you go. Yeah, especially if you're a beginner trader and you're trying intraday trades, it's kind of a good rule to have to just, if you lose 2 trades within a day, to just stop trading that day. Just don't even, just stop, move on, wait for the next trading day, and then trade twice again. If you get 2 wins, or sometimes some people have a rule where if they get 1 win, they're just done for the day. But they get 2 chances to get 1 win. But if you lose twice, you're just done. So if you lose 1 and then you win the next one, great. And then you only risk 2% of the portfolio. And now you're doing pretty well because you have you've managed your risk. And that's all that's all this trading is. I mean, you can, like, that's why T.I. Joe, I'm sure, goes level by level, because if you just go level by level, it's just, from there, it's just manage your risk. That's it. That's all you got to do. It sounds simple, but it's not. It's not, because it's about the mentality. Another one, equal highs on Litecoin. Swept. So, got to be careful here. We've got an hour and a half before this candle closes. I think we want to see this 4-hour candle close back above those equal highs. Otherwise, we're looking at a potential swing failure pattern where we fail to claim the highs and then likely get a pullback at the very least. Don't really necessarily, well, there's a little bit of equal lows right there. Yeah, I would watch, I don't see, let me see. That's solid. That's solid. So no early signals of bearish divergences, so that's good. Our RSI is over 50, so that is signaling strength. Anytime you're above the 50, the momentum is more strength than weakness. But She's in the Discord. Give Kel student role. I'm the only one in there. Oh. Yeah, I need to give everybody the student role, huh? If you want to be a student, I can give you a student role. And I have a completely separate chat for students because it's to drown out all the general chat stuff, all that stuff, and it's strictly there to ask questions, and I just help you out the absolute best that I possibly can. If I don't have an answer for you, I will push you towards someone that I think will have the answer. So there you go. There you go. Okay, Litecoin. Got the correction into a fair value gap, built this demand base, and shot up, took out the highs, and it's done. That's it. Bull market over. It's going to the ground. Not really, but that would be funny. For me. To me. To me, for me, from me to you. I love you. Did you love watching how other traders look at trades? Loving the thought process. Absolutely. Let's see. Bonk. I know we looked at this one yesterday. Like, was it not on? Let's see. I drew on the Coinbase chart. Yep. So we did not claim that high. And what's it doing? It's pulling back. I was thinking it might. Let's go to the 1 hour. And what is it doing? Inverse head and shoulders, anybody? Now, on an inverse head and shoulders, typically the rule is when you break, you don't want to take the trade until you get a break and a candle close, depending on your time frame. This would be a 1 hour. A candle close above the top, above the neckline, as it's called. Measured move on an inverted head and shoulders. You go from the high, from the neckline to the peak or bottom, and you set it on top of the neckline, and then you have your measured move. Then we'll come over here, we'll look, we'll see. All right, we have a high over here. So for me personally, I would just say, okay, we get a break and a close above this high. I would come in, put my stop loss below an internal range low, and I would just aim for this high over here. Measured move breaks the high, but I want to go with a more conservative play and just take the high. That's all that I want, because I know that there's going to be liquidity up here for me to get out of the trade, which is important. At least there should be. So I'll look at something like that. Not too bad. 4-to-1 trade. I mean, it all depends on where this low comes in. Not really where that low comes in, but where a low would be located after the break. So that's something that we will just have to wait for. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Take the trade. How about H-bar? I'll look at H-bar. I love H-bar. Love me some H-bar. You know what I need to start looking at more? Ondo. Looks like they've got like I think they're going to be launching soon. Tokenized stocks or something. I don't know. Something like over 100 tokenized assets. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. And that is stuff that will be used. And that I have no doubt will be used, I should say. H bar. Not too shabby. Potential flat correction. Maybe an expanded flat. An expanded flat is where you've got the range that's built up right here from this high to this low. You break above it, you come down, you break above the low, and then you continue to the upside. Yeah, I would look for either for it to bounce here where it's at right now. If it doesn't and it continues lower, just look for the sweep of the lows and look for it to reclaim this low. If you get a reclaim of that low, for me, that's going to be a good entry. Go long. Whoop, wrong one. We'll go long from there. Put my stop loss below the low. And then equal highs, just look at that. Equal highs, beautiful. Very least. That's a 14% move. Not bad. Depending on where that low comes in, you're looking at probably a pretty wide stop loss. It's potential. So we'd have to see. I wouldn't want to go more than like a 3.5 to 1. Typically, no less than a 2.5 to 1. I don't really care to go that low though. I prefer to have a 3 to 1 at the very least. So potential demand zone in here. So that's kind of why I'm like, But it's nice and choppy up here. So we don't get a chance to, let me do this. We don't really get a chance to create very many imbalances, if any. 4 hour. Okay, yep. 4 hours got some imbalances. See, so this is what I mean by, so we have one fair value gap here. There's another teeny tiny fair value gap right there. Let's go up to the 6 hour. Ooh, nice solid fair value gap. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. I really just want it to be just 3 candles. Let's see if we've got something a little better. We'll come back to the 6. No. The 12? There's... All right, let's look at that compared to the 6. It's not too far off. I mean, you could catch the bounce down here, I think. At about 24 cents. If price gets down there. Yeah, I would look 4 hour. No. 1 hour. Definitely be looking on the lower time frames, looking to sweep this low potentially. We know we have demand here. We broke this high with this push up here, pull back down, and then pushed up off of that level. So we know that there's demand down here. So I'll just be looking for price to come down to the demand and get a bounce. I still would probably wait until it broke back into this range here just to kind of help solidify some bullishness. But yeah, it's looking good on high time frames. This one's really, God, what a choppy, nasty chart. This is way better. Let's go to the 1 hour. God, what an ugly chart. What you guys saying? JR, what's going on, JR? How you doing, my friend? It looks like BTC Dom might get a bounce. I think it's coming off a bounce. XRP, please, if you have time. Yeah, I'll get to it. Tokenized bonds. Yep. My rule for trading is 3 strikes and I'm out. So if I lose 3 times in a day, I stop trading. If the market is chop, I wait and miss trades on purpose. That's right. But I'm okay with that because it means I am not losing. Correct. Absolutely. What's going on? Beach bums. Beach bums. Do you guys want to be beach bums? Or do you should you just, as a group, should I just call you the wave? The tide. No. Nope. 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 Too close to Alabama. Not doing that. Nope. Nope. All right. So yeah, H bar, I'd say it's pretty bullish on that. Let's pull a fib from low to high. Bang bang. Okay, so on this fair value gap right here, that's at about 23.7. So it's just below that 24-cent mark. So, I mean, I'd expect at least a 50% retracement. 382. Man, at 382, that would sweep that range low. Yeah, look for a potential bounce off of 382. If we get a bounce off of 382 on H bar, then that should get us back up into that range. I have to redraw it here. Nope, not there. Here and here. So that should, yeah, if we can get a bounce off of that, sweep that low, dig into this consolidation here, which if I come down to 15, you could probably see it a little better. Yep. Dig into this consolidation right here. Bounce off of that and push higher. Potentially. If it doesn't do that, if it doesn't bounce there, then I would fully expect it to come down and sweep this low right here. Just even if it's just a little wick, with the outside potential of coming all the way down to the, I shouldn't say outside potential because it is an altcoin and altcoins are very volatile. So that's my levels. The 382, you lose that. Then the 50, not low. And then right here at the golden pocket. Remember, if you get a candle close, I would say a 1 hour candle close below any of these, 1 hour or above, then look for price to move down to the next level. You want to see these levels hold. So there you go. Do you swim in the Great Lakes, JR? The Great Lakes are beautiful. The wave sounds cool though. Wait, what'd you say? I missed the beach. I'm a beach bum. I want to be a beach bum. I like beach bums. JR. Y'all are funny. Did someone say something else? Space cadets? No. What's going on, space cadets? Looks like BTC Dom might get a bounce. There we go. That was the one. BTC dominance. And after this, I'm going to look at the index futures and see how they opened up. 1 hour. I mean, Mm, mm, mm. I mean, it's got a little bit of a bounce ish. Uh, yeah, but ultimately, if we zoom out, I mean, we're kind of bear flagging on our dominance. Okay. If I would have traded if I would have shorted the bear flags last bear market, I would have made so much dang money. But I didn't. So I didn't. That's where both Alex O and Piper made their money was in the bear market, which is funny because I made money in the bull market, took my money out in October of 2021 to do what? To fund my wedding. And if I wouldn't have gotten married, I'd probably be a millionaire by now. Don't slap me. Just kidding. She's not abusive, I promise. Um, kidding. um, but yeah, so I took money out to pay for my wedding, and so that's thankful for that, you know. And so I didn't really have a lot of money to play with for the bear market, but also it was like right in the middle, maybe more like 75% towards of the bear market, like towards the end of from beginning to end, 75% complete is about where I even learned how to leverage trade. Like I didn't know where to leverage trade. That was my thing. That's what kind of hurt me in the bull market. So I didn't even know how to leverage trade, but I still made a lot of money that bull market just spot buying and selling. And Piper was talking about sitting side by side with OC guy all day, shorting the market like crazy during some crash. Yeah, man. I did. Yeah, yeah. We had. It was pretty crazy. I remember it all. It's like I'm having flashbacks to Nam, having flashbacks to Nam. I remember when Three Arrows Capital went down. Actually, the first thing. What went down first? I think it was Celsius. BlockFi, all of them went bankrupt. And then that was Celsius, Three Arrows Capital, all of that. Then you had what started it was the Luna crash? Was that what started everything? Or was that after the Celsius bankruptcy, insolvency? One of those came before the other. Not really entirely sure. Let's just go back. Let's go back. All right, so we had Celsius, Three Arrow Capitals, and stuff here, I believe. Was that here or here? I think that was here. And then we had something else go wrong here. The Terra Luna, one of the two. This might have been Luna. And I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure that this was FTX, was the final capitulation. Am I wrong in that, or was that this one? What are you asking me, David Gelfand? Good evening, David. I think I saw you earlier, and I meant to shout you out. All set. What's going on, All Set and JVI? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are amazing. It's a mistake most men make. Oh, so now I know All Set is female. Good to know. So, is a lady. So where do you trade? VPN safe? BitTunics. This might be a good time to let you guys know that I have partnered with BitTunics, and I have, and I will eventually have a link for you guys where you can get 10% off on all your trading, spot and futures. So, hit me up in a Discord if you want that. I can just go ahead and just send it to you in the Discord. Outside of that, in the future, I will have the link in the description. So there you go. BitTunics. All you need is an email. Do you trade metals? Heavy metal, I guess. There you go. Heavy metal. Heavy metal. Boom, 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 boom. I like gold, but willing to F with silver and titanium. I love your name. All set. No, I don't trade metals. I do look at them though, for sure. It's a nice gauge of manufacturing on some things. Your copper, among other things. Trading home. I actually have copper, gold, and silver on my watch list, my trading home watch list. Take a look at copper. Oh my God. Wait, I think I saw something about this. I think this was on yes, that Liberation Day 2.0. Wait, no, that was 2 days before it. What? Oh, that was the FOMC, I think. Or what was it? Was it what data was it? It was on Wednesday. So Wednesday we had the FOMC. Let's go to the hourly and see when it fell. 2 p.m. Yep. So that was when the interest rate came out and they paused. Got a big crash in silver or copper. That's kind of crazy. Why did we crash so hard? I mostly do spot, but may get back into leverage. Got kicked for KYC from so many sites. Oh, yeah. I haven't, I don't know. I think eventually I don't know. If you don't want to KYC, I mean, BitTunics didn't require me to KYC. Neither, I don't know if I'm not like getting paid by them. So Blowfin, never had to KYC. And so those are my current leverage trading exchanges. Bing bong. But I think I'm going to move everything over to BitTunics. I'm just holding on to a trade over on Blowfin that I'm waiting to get back in the profit. Trump tariffed copper heavily on some tariff and crashed last. That makes sense. Lots of tariffs, tariff day stuff. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, but hey, this is good for home buying or home building rather. It'd be cheaper to build homes with cheaper copper. That's for sure. There's a lot of stuff that copper goes into. A lot of motors. A lot of motors need copper to like electrical motors. They need copper for their what's the thing called? I should know because I mess with these things every day. Something inside it. I don't know. What's going on, Piper? Boom shakalaka. I'm here just lurking, doing a bunch of stuff at the moment. Thank you, T.I. Joe. Thank you for being here, brother. Good evening, Army Piper, coming in right at the end to say good evening. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, I sent you. You never said anything. I sent you. You know what I sent you? I sent you that over there. All the way over there in the corner. I sent you that. So, stop with the bears. Yeah, not really. That's yeah. That's the stream, guys. Dollar got a little bit more of a pullback or retrace. So that's looking fine, just fine. Kind of broke a little bit of trend here. Dollar might try to get another push up here. And then I think more downside. At least get to that 95 and half. And I smashed a leg. Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, man. And you're already number 3 with the crown. What? How did that happen? Who gave that guy a crown? Oh, that's what I forgot to go over. Okay, I want to see the Russell. What's the Russell been doing? Oh, it came back to the bottom of the channel. Okay. Okay. That's good. And it held. Got a push and a bounce off. Okay, that's good. I really want to see the Russell push higher, guys. I really want to see this come up here and break these highs and push higher. Because if the Russell breaks out, then that signals that low market cap stocks are pushing, which means there's a lot more of a risk appetite. People willing to take on more risk, getting to riskier plays, which opens up breadth in the market. And then you start getting these small caps going. Things start getting a little bit crazy. Things start getting crazy when those small caps get going. Anything else? So yeah, want to see that Russell. That's a nice, so come down, got to close right on top of it and bounced off of it on the daily. These are daily candles here. So that's good. Good to see. Back above the 50 on the RSI. Good, solid. Thank you. Good deal. All right. Lock your fibs. Shout out to Army Piper, OC Guy, BC Port Corp, the alumni. Love you guys. We are a whole separate monetized pool for channels. Wait, because my comments are multiplied because I'm a premium YouTube user. Oh. Is that how that works? Because I'm a preteen. Preteen? I'm a I'm a premium YouTube user myself. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. Become part of our community. Smash the like. Thank you, Alexander G. You say it better than I do. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the hourly. Actually, let's go to the 15. Take a look-see here. Let's see. Today, this was the trading day here. Got to push to the upside. We did create an imbalance here on the break of these highs. So watch that 6309 level, 310. Let me get this right on there. Actually, let's just do this to make it easier. Get the absolute high. 6310. Yep, right on it. So a little bit of an imbalance there, but it did break this high as well. So I would look for it to potentially come back down into this zone. Let's go from this low to this high. Pull back 50% is right above this. 786 is right down. This is right below the 786. So it could come all the way down to that 6310 level for a pullback, but we did get a breakout and a break of the downwards trend pushing to the upside. Haven't completely broken downwards trend because that would mean that we've broken this high, but putting in higher lows, higher highs, breaking internal structure, looking good. Got a nice little sweep of this high as well. So just look for the pullback to the imbalance and continuation up. I imagine NASDAQ, yep, and Dow Jones pretty much looking the exact same. Dow Jones needs to get moving too. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? What is this? It's disgusting. That's what it is. Absolutely disgusting. It's a ripoff. It's total ripoff, bro. Yeah. Little move down. Little move above. We'll see. Retrace. I mean, everything I think is going to get a little bit of a pullback. Retrace, 50% retracement. Maybe come back down to 43,961. And then continue higher. We'll see. Anyways, it's the end of the show and we know it. It's the end of the stream and I show it. What a beautiful background. I'm going to get a border. I need a border, I think. I got to have a border. Not always. Of course, LEG is always top crown. Not always. Yeah, but thank you guys for joining me. It's my theory. I've noticed that I drop in on channels and almost instantly jump up on the XP crown count. Has to be that. Yeah, I guess so. And we'll be fine. Yep, that's right. You'll be fine until tomorrow night. But I do appreciate each and every single one of you for joining me, joining the Beach Club. I can't talk tonight. The Beach Club. That's what I used to name the Discord. It's the Beach Club. But maybe we won't call it that anymore. It is a beautiful background, LBC. Thank you. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out eventually. What I'm going to call my peeps. You guys make it up. It's a community-led effort. So there you go. But anyways, thank you guys. I do appreciate you all for joining me and watching me just give you my thought process, breaking down trades, telling you where I think the market's going to go. I think we're high time frame bullish with a chance of pullback tomorrow, Wednesday. And then we'll see if we can get some bounces. But outside of that, I look forward to seeing you guys in the Discord. Don't forget to go over to the Piper Academy. If you're not already subbed to the Piper Academy, go sub to the Piper Academy. Also, go sub to T.I. Joe. He did shout me out today. I got to shout him out. He shouted me out more than once. So go check out T.I. Joe. He's in the chat as well. And yeah, he'll tell you what to hate about other traders. No, just kidding. Thank you guys. Yeah, that's going to be it. Mad love. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Mad love. Peace out. God bless. Bye.
Lunar Beaches Crypto. We ride the waves of the crypto market to the motherfucking moon. Surfboard line, charts on deck. Crypto tides got no respect. Pullbacks hit like a lunar slap, but we catch that wick with a fib and a trap. Stars above, sand below. Charts lit up like a rocket show. No shills, no noise, just price and fate. Set the risk, hit play, levitate. We ride the waves, ride the waves. Crypto tides through the heat and haze. Rock to the moon, past the stars. Chart that zone, we know who we are. Wave gang, ain't beat, no cap, no fakes. Stack of truth while the system breaks. Wave, ride the waves, yeah, that's the call. One good setup, we risk it all. Phones on my skin, stars in view. Lunar tide, got the alpha crew. No guessing games, no tick-tock tips. Just clean PA and candlestick flips. Anchor the VW, that line, stochastic twitch. That entry's mine, from sea to space, from dusk to noon. We ride the wave, you chase the moon. We ride the waves, ride the waves. Crypto ties through the heat and haze. Rock to the moon, past the stars. Chart that zone, we know who we are. Wave gang, gang deep, no cap, no fakes. Stack of truth while the system breaks. Wave, ride the waves, yeah, that's the call. One good setup, we risk it all. We ride the waves of the crypto market to the moon. sharks on deck. Crypto tides got no respect. Pullbacks hit like a lunar slap, but we catch that wick with a fib and a trap. Stars above, sand below. Charts lit up like a rocket show. No shills, no noise, just price and fate. Set the risk, hit play, levitate.